We never recorded a Bollywood song. We never even been to Bombay. So coming to Bombay and recording with Himesh was like, what the hell is going on? People loved the Rafta Rafta song so much that gave us so much love that Akshay Paji said, you guys are like a good luck charm for me.
There is another song, very popular but with a very weird name.
Aloo Chaat.
Aloo Chaat.
That was the most.
I want to know the story of Aloo Chaat.
I think music was always in our blood because our father used to do a kirtan in the Gurdwara. So, we used to go and do kirtan in the Gurdwara with our father when we was very, very little. Rafta Rafta dekho dekho kya ho gaya, Rafta Rafta. Rafta Rafta dekho dekho kya ho gaya, Rafta dekho Rafta.
The era that I'm talking about, when you started producing your music, the composition and everything, it was all about like the typical, not the bhangra, but the folk Indian music.
Because we was born and bred in the UK. So, if we was from Punjab, and we was born from Punjab, we would only love listening to folk Punjabi music. A Commodore 64 computer, small one, or all these very, very old computers. And he used to love downloading like music programs and trying to make music on these things, or even on keyboards. After saying this is another game changer, we gave this one. And the movie flopped. But the song...
उसने तो बड़े record break कर दिए थे.
Oh yeah. And he's like, so now, so we played the song. And everyone was like, yo, turn the song on. Nahi, kuch nahi hoga. And he's like, no, I like this song. I feel there's a vibe in this song.
Hello everyone. This is Naveed Azhar, your host, with another episode of WrapUp with Runway Pakistan. Today I am very excited for this podcast because आज हमारे साथ जो guest मौजूद हैं, fan movement that I am sitting next to RDB.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time for today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
How's your stay going in Karachi?
So far, it's amazing. We've been here 2 days. I had one wedding event, as always, because we're always performing at weddings.
Always famous for that.
Weddings. And it's been great. I mean, I love coming to Karachi. I love, seeing people and doing a lot of different business branding stuff because Karachi is like the film city, like Bombay is basically of Pakistan. So it's been great so far.
How's weather treating you?
I'm used to the weather, to be honest, because I live in Dubai now. So the heat, I don't mind. But it's okay. It's better than raining weather in the UK. 100%.
Definitely, this part of the year, but they are saying it's a heat wave over there. But the temperature is 27,
23, 25.
And we are making memes of it.
Yeah. That's so typical of the UK. Thoda sa meep aisa tha and that's it, everything's shut down.
I experienced the same in Scotland while my student.
And Scotland it rains a lot.
It always rains.
Yeah.
You never get to see the proper summer over there. You have to carry the jacket all the time.
100%. Yeah, that's North England. Oh, Scotland really.
So the first question that was in my mind and I always wanted to ask, how did it all started?
I think music was always in our blood because our father used to do a kirtan in the Gurdwara. So, we used to go and do kirtan in the Gurdwara with our father when we was very, very little. And my Mamu also, he was in a Punjabi band back in the day from London called Nazarana. And he, had music in the blood also. So we was always surrounded by music, whether it would be religiously or it would be like in the party scene.
So in Kirtan you were performing as the instruments or the...
So I used to play the harmonium.
Okay.
And just like, do some backing singing with our father. And then so my older brother used to play the tabla.
Okay.
And my younger brother used to just be in the back and just do like backing vocals or just this. And we was very, very little then at that time. We was maybe like 11, 12 years old.
So this is how you learned the instruments?
Yeah, I think, we just kind of picked it up automatically. My older brother learned the tabla more professionally, and I just picked up all the instruments myself. I'm one of those people who I love taking any instrument and trying to learn how to use it.
Okay.
I just I'll play a little bit of guitar, like very, very little, but I wish I could play more. But harmonium, keyboards, even the tumbi, the tabla, atol, I just learned it all by myself.
This is the reason that you can play with the rhythms in your music? I mean, by learning all these instruments, 100%. How important it is for any singer or a composer to know the instruments?
You have to know the instruments. I mean, to be honest, one of the most important things first is rhythm. Rhythm, you have to understand how rhythm works, because without rhythm, you can't play any melodies. The melodies from keys are only going to come into play if you know how to play in rhythm.
Yes.
So it's very, very important to know rhythm.
But these days, people are sitting on the computer and, just clicking the mouse.
It's a different story now. Now today is a digital world. AI bhi aa gaya, so
Yeah.
it's like it's getting crazy. It's getting scary right now.
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you need to know? What do you really know? Nobody knows.
So, the era that I'm talking about, when you started producing your music, the composition and everything, it was all about like the typical, not the bhangra, but the folk Indian music
That's
at
right.
that time.
Yeah.
So, what came in your mind that we can play with the folk and then conversion of the
I think
bhangra?
because we was born and bred in the UK. So,
Okay.
if we was from Punjab, and we was born from Punjab, we would only love listening to folk Punjabi music. But because we was born in the UK, we was listening to Michael Jackson, we was listening to all the different artists from the UK. But yet we loved our culture. We loved the Punjabi folk songs. So for us, it was natural to try to merge these two together. We loved Michael Jackson, the beats. We liked the folk music. We're like, so why don't we just try to put it all together and see what happens? So we just explored, really. That's all we did.
So, whose idea was it? Let's start making the music.
So,
your brothers, you.
Yes, so
all-
my older brother, Kuly, who unfortunately has passed away now, he was the one who originated the idea of let's make music. So when we used to be, before he went to university, when we used to be small, after doing Kirtan and stuff, we used to have like a Commodore 64 computer, small one, or all these very, very old computers. And he used to love downloading like music programs and trying to make music on these things, or even on keyboards. So we slowly started getting into this by playing our own music first and then slowly sampling music. Once the sampling part came, this is probably 1995, 94. We started, when we was listening to a lot of Bali Sagoo and all, he was the sampling king. So we was like, yo, why don't we sample this and put it in, blah, blah, blah. So he was the guy who initiated it, but he needed the support. And I was always there with him, sitting there making. And up until he passed, me and Kuly literally produced every single song together, except for Aaja Mahi. Aaja Mahi was the only one that I produced on my own.
We'll come to that, because this I know that was on your baby, your brainchild idea,
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the target audience that you were making music for at that era?
To be honest, we was only making music for us. We wasn't even making music for anybody else. We was making music because we liked listening to what we was making. So what we would do is we'd make these songs, and then we would record them onto cassette, and we would call ourselves random band names. We had Criminal Damage. We had I can't remember, different names, and we'd make them in cassette, and we'd listen to the songs ourselves.
Okay.
And then show our friends.
Self-vibes.
Yeah. And then show our friends, hey, ye gana suno. We took a Bali Sagoo song and we put an extra beat on top. And all our friends would be like, oh, yeah, this sounds good. This sounds entertaining. So it was only for ourselves is what we were doing that became a hobby, and the hobby became a profession.
So when was the first time your music got noticed?
So the first time officially, was when we connected with a guy called Surinder Ratan.
Uh-huh.
Surinder Ratan was a guy from Manchester who had got a deal with Movie Box, the record label.
Okay.
From Manchester. No, sorry, from Birmingham. And he was going to work on an album. And we met Surinder in a club where we used to burn our remixes on CDs at that time. And he used to play CDs. So we met him in the club and gave him the CD and said, yeah, play one of our remixes.
Okay.
And he was like, who are you guys? We're like, yeah, we just make mixes at home. He's like, okay. He took the CD and he played one of the remixes. And it was an R&B singer, R. Kelly. So we made a R. Kelly Toll mix by putting Toll behind it. And he played it in the club, and the club went crazy. And he was like, yeah, this is really, really good. Why don't you guys work with me? I'm working on an album. So we worked together on his album, and we created it was a tappe. It was called the tappe on his album called The Lick.
Okay. Punjabi tappe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we made like a garage version. We mixed garage music into the folk vocals.
Full of beats and everything.
Full. And he said, look, I'll put you guys in the video also. I'm going to shoot a video. Why don't you guys come in the video? And that's when we was like, okay, let's brand ourselves as RDB, rhythm, toll, bass.
Okay.
And we'll go in the video also. So that was our initial starting.
Okay. So it became a genre after that, like RDB.
Yeah.
And before that, it was Bhangra, maybe the.
It was, I mean, we were just following what we like making music. That's it. It was just something that I was our own baby, basically. Yeah. There was no genre or anything. It was either folk Bhangra, remixes by Bali Sugu, Punjabi MC, or what we created as RDB, the sound.
It became a proper,
It became a sound.
genre.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is so amazing. So you got noticed, and then you guys started making songs and all. What was the break for the Bollywood? Because that's a very major milestone in your
Yeah.
career.
This was a pinnacle because we was making so many Punjabi songs that they was getting leaked on Napster, MP3s downloading everywhere, left, right. So what happened? Most of these songs were getting downloaded by people in India,
Okay.
in Punjab, in Delhi, in Bombay, different places, who
No
like
strict laws used to be.
very strict at that time. So they were getting downloaded and they were burning on CDs, and people were listening to these songs. And everywhere anybody would upload our song, they would always write RDB. So people started to understand, okay, oh, this remix is really good from the UK by RDB. Nobody knew who RDB was. Nobody knew anything. They just knew the song is RDB. This is how Akshay Paji knew who he was. Because somebody gave him a CD full of our songs.
Okay.
He had no idea who he was, and he liked the songs, and he started listening to the songs in his car, in his gym, everywhere he went. He's like, I love this, and he's a big Punjabi freak, so he loves Punjabi music. He was actually a very close friend to somebody we met in Toronto through Sukhbir. So we
Okay.
knew Sukhbir very well, and Sukhbir was doing a show with me in Toronto. It was a tour that we was doing, me, Sukhbir, and Shazad Roy. It was like
I attended one of the concerts, Sukhbir and Shazad Roy, here in Hockey Stadium. Back
a
in
long
days.
time.
Long time back.
Yeah, because that was the Indo-Pac like collaborations, right?
Yes.
So he was there for a show, and then Sukhbir said, "Can you drop me to this house?" So we dropped him to the house, and we became friends with the owner of the house, who was a close friend of Akshay's.
Okay.
And he gave him the CD. He came to Toronto, and his show got cancelled, and he was going to leave. I was sitting in the US, and all of a sudden my phone started ringing, and I picked the phone up, and it was, "Hello, this is Akshay Kumar." And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "This is Akshay Kumar." I said, "Yeah." Okay, Akshay Kumar. Shah Rukh Khan was talking to me yesterday. What do you want? And I made it into a joke. I didn't think that nobody's gonna take this serious.
Of course.
But my friend didn't tell me that it was Akshay. He gave the phone to Akshay, and I didn't know.
It was so random.
Totally random. Then I speak to Akshay, and Akshay, I says, no, I speak to my friend. He's like, "Yeah, this is Akshay Kumar. Are you mental? Like, talk to Akshay." I was like, "Yeah, you should have told me at least it was Akshay Kumar." Then I spoke to Akshay, and he's like, "Are you coming here to Toronto?" I said, "No, I'm going to be in the UK." And he goes, "Let's meet in the UK. I want you to do one song for my first movie. I'm making a big comeback, and I have this movie called Namaste London. And I want you to make a song for it." And then I sang, and we produced Rafta for Namaste London. That was the break.
Some lyrics for that.
Rafta.
Yes.
My throat is a bit desperate. रफ्ता देखो देखो क्या हो गया रफ्ता रफ्ता देखो क्या हो गया रफ्ता देखो रफ्ता.
Huge hit.
Nobody knew it was going to be. The experience of recording this even with Himesh was a story on its own. Because we never recorded a Bollywood song. We never even been to Bombay. So coming to Bombay and recording with Himesh was like, what the hell is going on?
But you used to visit India quite often, like...
At that time, we used to only go Punjab.
ठीक है.
And Delhi.
Okay.
Never used to come to Bombay.
Okay. Just the family visits and things like that.
Family, and we used to record a lot of vocals, like recording lyrics and vocals of Punjabi folk singers.
Okay.
So we used to go to Punjab, record instruments, and then go back.
Okay.
But never came to Bombay.
Okay.
So the whole Rafta
So
and
this was
Himesh,
the very first time.
it was huge. We didn't even realize how big this whole song was going to be.
And before Bollywood, you had near about like 20-25 album, or
Easy,
maybe
20
300 something songs.
Yeah, 360 songs easy that we released.
Huge data before
20,
even.
yeah, 360 songs, a good 23, 25 albums, but I'm lost count.
Wow. So huge work.
Yeah, we had a lot of body of work. Yeah.
And after this song, how Bollywood treated you?
Rafta, to be honest, Himesh was doing the full music direction for the movie, and he wanted his song to be the number one song, which was Chakda Chakda, which he did. He made sure that Chakda Chakda was the number one song on the album, and number 2 or 3 was Rafta Rafta. But people loved the Rafta Rafta song so much that gave us so much love that Akshay Paji said, "You guys are like a good luck charm for me. I do a song with you. I think I have some connection with you guys. अगला गाना भी करते हैं, ठीक है?" And we're like, "Okay, ठीक है." And the next song he gave us after that was Sing Is King.
Wow.
And I think it was Sing Is King. I'm sure it was Sing Is King. And that song was the pinnacle for everything because we brought Snoop Dogg. It was the first ever mainstream collaboration in history, in Bollywood history, in Punjabi music history, in Desi industry. And that
It was
took
so
us to-
huge, so big collaboration. I mean, everyone was very shocked about this. कि ये तो बहुत ही कोई बड़ा काम हो गया.
Because nobody expected it, and it came like this, and it shocked the whole world. The whole world got shocked.
So Bollywood जो है वो एक regular चीज बन गया.
Yeah, and that became, and then Akshay Paji was basically our backbone, and he used to always say, "Look, hun, आपके पास बहुत काम आएगा, so I need you guys to be very careful how you work with most of these producers and directors. If you need help, if you need advice, speak to me first, and then I'll tell you." So every time we had got approached by anybody in Bollywood, we'd call him.
You signed any label contracts with
We
at that time?
So no, we was independent always.
Okay.
But we always used to do one song
Okay.
because we wanted to work with everyone.
Because we have heard lots of stories. It's like challenge.
हो गए,
Yes,
तो
sign
बात
हो
खत्म
गया.
हो-
Then you are bound, and you know.
No, we never had any of those issues because Akshay Paji told us from day one, sign नहीं करना.
वाह.
आप गाना करो, हर एक बंदे नाल काम करो, move on. काम करो, move on. काम करो, move on.
So to sustain in that industry, that's the best advice that you have
100%.
got.
100%.
Still in contact with him?
Oh yeah. We WhatsApp each other all the time.
Right. There is another song, very popular but with a very weird name.
Aloo Chaat.
Aloo Chaat.
That was the most.
I
crazy.
want to know the story of Aloo Chaat. कि ये नाम कहाँ से पड़ा?
Aloo Chaat was the movie name, of course. And when they, so obviously after Sing Is King, everybody was on our head. गाना करो, RDB के साथ एक गाना लगी, चाहिए गाना. So we're like, okay, we'll do songs for everybody, but like selective people. We don't want to do it for just anyone. And then these guys came, and it was like a low budget movie with new actors. Aftab Shivdasani was like an upcoming new actor.
Yes.
And then Amna Sharif. So it was like, this is not like an A-list movie. Like, should we do this? No. Chalo, if the money's right, we'll see what the situation. But let's see the vibe. What's the movie name? They said Aloo Chaat. Like, ye nahi karna. Ye nahi karna. Aloo Chaat. What kind of movie name is Aloo Chaat? And they were like, no, please, sir, ek gana kar do. So just as a kind of like a, okay, chalo, karte hain. How much are you paying? This much money. Okay, we're working on some other songs with Akshay Paji. Do this and just give it and let's move on. And they said, we need you to make the song title song. And we're like, okay, we will only do the title song. So we started thinking of lyrics. They said, you have to say Aloo Chaat.
That's the catch, na?
We're like, what do you mean we have to? How can we say Aloo Chaat in a song? And they're like, please, you have to name the song Aloo Chaat. We're like, why would we name a song Aloo Chaat? Are you crazy? And they were like, it has to be. Then we went in the studio, and me and Kuly Paji sat, and we was like thinking, 1 hour, 2 hours, what the hell are we gonna do with Aloo Chaat? And I said, Paji, just stop, make a beat, just keep the beat playing. Let me go in the vocal booths. Let me see what I can think of. Okay, because all the compositions, all the RDB compositions were all mine. I used to
Your
make all-
voice is the shouting Aloo Chaat, right?
So that's what I did. I went in there and he's playing the beat and I just started shouting, Aloo Chaat, Aloo Chaat, Aloo Chaat. And Kuly goes, oh, bro, we can make this the hook. So chalo, we made that the hook. We called our father, who used to write a lot of our lyrics. He wrote Sing Is King, he wrote Kambaktish, he wrote Aloo Chaat, so many. Shiran the Calm. And we sat with dad. We're like, start writing the lyrics. So we wrote the verses. We made the hook, Aloo Chaat shouting and screaming. And then we gave the song to the movie. And they said, sir, please don't take this in the wrong way. what the hell are you saying? We don't understand the hook line. Like, you're just shouting and screaming. We need like a song. You made so many amazing songs. Rafta. We need a song. We said, we don't care. This is what we've made. You came to us. Take the song or leave it. We feel this is going to be a game changer. And they were like, nahi sir, please, change kar do, hook line delete karke kuch aur karna. We're like, no, it's going to be Aloo Cha. No, chalo karte hain, fir karte.
You were confident about the song?
We knew.
Okay.
When we make a song, we will only release it if we are confident.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll keep changing it until we're like 100%. And at that time, we were so confident after Sing is King. We're like, this is going to be a game changer. After Sing is King, this is another game changer. We gave the song. And the movie flopped. But the song...
उसने तो बड़े record break कर दिए थे.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, I mean, with the grace of God. And the fans, everybody enjoyed the song.
Brother was alive at that time?
Yeah, my older brother. So only me and Kuly Paji that was working on the song at that time.
A very tragic moment of your life. Paji passed away at the age of 35 something.
35, yeah.
And you both were the main brain in composing the whole music and everything. So huge gap must have come after that. You stopped, producing some of the music.
He passed away in 2012, and everything we used to produce together. We was one brain. I was half, he was half. After he passed, I lost all hope in making music. I thought, you know what, I can't make music anymore. Kuly Paji is no longer around. If I do make music, I don't know how people are going to receive it. Will it be as good as what we was making as RDB? Should we carry on doing RDB? Now Kuly Paji is not here. Or should I go my own way and maybe do something else? And if it flops, it flops. And everybody put pressure on me saying, nahi, RDB karna hai. You have to take the legacy. You have to keep the legacy moving. You are the voice, you are the composer, you're the person who's going to produce.
For people, it is very easy to say, but in reality, who's facing, it's not easy.
It was the hardest thing. And I was like, okay, we'll try. I'll try to do whatever I can. And my younger brother, Serge, was also pushing heavy. We need to keep the legacy going. Legacy. I'm like, legacy is great. I understand the legacy should be there, but like, so should the music. Now I started feeling a little... I wasn't confident enough.
Disconnected with, lots of things.
Will I be able to do this? But we did. We made one song, which was We're Doing It Big, Jithe Si Jande Loki Sanu Jande, in memory of Kuly Paji. That did well because we had all the Punjabi industry in the video and everything. But then it was like, are we going to be able to sustain this brand now?
So who became the most, supportive at that time? Your wife, of course, you have mentioned a lot.
She was my backbone because she was the only person who used to say to me, Manj, you can do this. Karo. Look, Serge is saying, everybody's saying, mom and dad are saying, do it, you can do it. So I said, okay. And she gave me that push, she gave me the plug. And this was a big hausla for me that, okay, I'm going to try. Otherwise, I was giving up. I was going to say, I'm not going to do this. I tried. And I did it. That one song was good.
So we all should be very thankful to her.
Yes. I mean, if anything, RDB, after Kuly Paji passed away, still sustained, and we released some songs as RDB after Kuly Paji passed, only because she kept pushing me to do this. Do it. Make it happen.
While she was pushing you, you pushed her to sing as well.
Yeah. I mean, she was also singing it. I mean, she was always involved with me and Kuly Paji in the studio. From Kambaktish, she was singing. Aloo Char, she was singing. So, and we loved having her involved. And she never. One thing with Nindy was she never used to, interfere in when me, Kuly, and Serge used to do our workings. She'd say, "Look, you three are the brothers. You guys started the whole thing. I don't want to interfere. I'll create my own brand as Nindy Kaur and do my own thing, and you guys do whatever. Wherever you guys say I can fit in, I'll come and fit. If you say no, I'll do my own thing.
Okay.
No problem." So I love that about her because she didn't interfere. She just wanted to do her thing.
You guys have done so many concerts together, lots of tours.
Yeah, because actually the demand for her to be on shows was growing and growing. Every time we would do shows, they say, "Where's Nindy Kaur? Where's Nindy Kaur? Nindy Kaur?" Nindy Kaur ke bigger, there can't be a show. We need the female vocalist. We need the female. So we started doing so many shows together. And that became a big trend in the RDB vibe.
Amazing. With this huge support, of course, lots of things turned out for your way. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask about a very, very famous song, Aaja Mahi.
Yeah.
Right? You wrote it yourself, you composed yourself, and somewhere I read that you were not confident about that song.
No.
What's the story about that?
That song was it was a thing that I had personally, that I want to go make a song on my own. So I said to Kuly, I'm going to make a song on my own. He's like, ja. Kuch nahi hoga. And I'm like, no, I'm going to make it. And he's like, ja. So I said, okay, theek hai. I went to the studio. I'm sitting there for like 3 hours thinking, what the hell am I going to do? How do I start? Where do I start? Then it came to me, a random idea. Aaja Mahi, Sonia. That's the only thing I could think of. These 3-4 lines. I said, what do I do with this? I started making a beat. And there was a CD I had of a R&B singer called Maxwell. And he had this thing in one of his songs at the start. He does this, ooh, yeah. He does this thing. So yeah, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put this at the start, and then I'm going to do this, do something else. So I started creating the song. Once I made the song, then I showed it to my brothers and I showed it to my friends. And they all said this is the biggest bakwas song they've ever heard in my life.
किसी ने चंगा नहीं लगा?
Nobody liked this song. And then I'm like, I'm so disheartened. I'm like, yaar, nobody likes this song. What the hell? I spent my whole time making this song. They're like, listen, we've done like big songs. We don't need this. Like, this is so... Aaja Mahi. Who's going to listen to this song? We don't need to do romantic songs like this.
It has 2 versions. That was the fast version, right? The first version.
The first version, yeah.
The first version.
So I said, okay, chalo, scrap it. Put the song to the side. I said, leave it. And
You
then
believed them?
Yeah, I believe them.
Okay.
I was like, oh, it's not going to do anything. Chalo. And then Tony, who's the label owner of Untouchables Records, who was releasing all the RDB songs, was working on the album Danger 2. And he says, we have a great song for the first track. We need a filler. And I said, I have a filler. I have a song called Aaja Mahi. And he's like, so now, so we played the song. And everyone was like, yo, turn the song on. Nahi, kuch nahi hoga. And he's like, no, I like this song. I feel there's a vibe in this song. Let's put it in the album. Let's see what happens. And out of the whole album, that was the biggest song on the album.
पूरी दुनिया में vibe नजर आई होती.
And I have
no wedding is complete without playing
that
this song.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's a history.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
so must be a very proud moment. तुसी भी चढ़ाया होगा देखा?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I honestly believe that it was the first thing I ever worked on where I felt this is gonna work. But I was so disheartened. I actually believe that it's not gonna work now. Chado. But then when people started liking it, and then we had to shoot the music video for this. When we had to shoot the music video, I got married, and I was moving out to Canada. So I said, I won't be in the video. Shado, I'm not going to be here anyway. I won't be in the video. I'm going to be in Canada. So put somebody else as a model in the video. Then I nikalta. And I went to Canada. The song blew up. My brothers are doing shows left, right. They were DJing at that time. Nobody was actually singing. I was the first person in the group to actually sing.
Okay.
So Kuly wasn't a singer. Serge was not a singer. They was DJing and they were doing shows in Europe, in UK, playing Aaja Mahi, making money, doing everything. I was sitting in Canada. Nobody knew who RDB was. I was living in a basement. We was trying to make something of our life. And I'm like, yaar, kyun kariye? Shall I go back to England? What am I doing sitting over here? Then I thought, no, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to make the brand here and I'm going to build myself a name in Canada. And that song was the push that I'm going to do something over there.
And we cannot leave our audience without some of the lyrics of it, of course.
I'll do one line, Aaja Mahi. Oh, Aaja Mahi, aa sohniya, ve aake aj mere gal lag ja tu. Aaja Mahi, aa sohniya, aake aaj gal lag ja tu.
क्या बात है, क्या बात. Then with the collaboration of Arijit Singh,
yes,
a slower version of it.
For the slower version, for the movie.
For the movie, right?
That's right.
And
on Sing Is Bling.
He's already a fan.
Yeah, that was shocking. That was shocking. Arijit wanted to do the song with me, because I always thought I was gonna just make Aaja Mahi for the movie, and then Akshay Paji said I need another version for Sing Is Bling. So we did Aaja Mahi for Sing Is Bling with a little twist of English lines in there. And then Arijit contacted and said, I want to do a version of Aaja Mahi. It's my favorite song. In actual fact, he performs Aaja Mahi on shows also. There, I was like, this is crazy. So I went to see Arijit. We sat in the studio together. We started working on the song. And he's like, I said, Bhai, are you actually honestly like a fan of this song? And he's like, Bhai, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. And I'm like, yeah, that's such an amazing artist.
He's a great artist,
vocalist,
great singer, but he always mention the songs he's inspired.
Inspired by,
He mentioned Atif Aslam, he mentioned you, Nusrat Fateh Saab, and he's not shy of singing those songs in the concert.
100%. No,
he loves to give the tributes.
Absolutely.
So it was the fan moment for him, not you for you.
Yeah. It was a fan moment for me also because I was a fan of his music. So it was amazing, great experience sitting there recording with him and just going acoustic and making a total different vibe with the song. Loved it.
So the music that you gave to Punjab, to Pakistan Punjabi music lovers and India across the border, nowadays we have seen lots of like gangsters, the guns and things like that, and gali gloch and trolling around.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I mean, it's going to happen regardless. This is a trend that's happening. I mean, obviously in the UK, it was a UK Bhangra. Remixes were a trend. Then UK Bhangra was a trend. Then garage music came. That was a trend. And now a trend is basically this, the being gangster and
it started from the Brampton, Canada.
I think who really kicked this off? I don't know who really kicked this off, but I think it became a bigger scene, obviously after... Rest in peace, Sidhu Moosewala and Karan Aujla.
I'm a huge fan.
Of course. So I think it became a trend, but I think Punjabis in general have this in them.
Of course.
And if you need anything, let me know, I'll help you. Or if there's a fight, I'm there. So I think this is naturally in every Punjabi. And being that naturally in Punjabi people, the songs just was going to be part of the game. So... I mean, as long as nobody's killing each other and nothing bad is happening.
We have seen lots of bad things happen.
I know. I mean, this is the issue with music.
So, have you ever raised any voice about that?
I mean, I've said it in interviews only, but I mean, nothing can be changed about this situation because this is part of the game. I mean, in hip hop culture, this was also there, right? Hip hop culture, this is why a lot of hip hop artists, like actual hip hop, black artists can relate to Punjabi people because their background and their nature is also the same, coming from that same vibe.
They tell their history.
Yeah,
Punjabi music has their history, what happened and things like that, and sometimes the sanctions do come to them.
Of course.
You know, FIR kad jandiyan.
Of course.
But the impact of these music, because music is a main integral part. You listen to the song, you get inspired. We have seen and heard in lots of stand-up comedies, the दिल्ली हो गया, गुड़गांव हो गया, उधर हो गया, तो ये लोगों ने अपने ऊपर अडॉप्ट भी कर लिया है, the गुंडागर्दी thing. So these songs are playing very vital role.
Yeah, I mean,
swag आंदा है, चलो गड्डियां ऊंचियां रखियां, तो things like that.
I think there's no stopping it. I mean, I don't agree with it, of course. I think that, it doesn't need to be to that extreme. But I'm not no gangster. I don't come from a gangster background. Maybe if I did come from a gangster background or my upbringing was very street level, blah, 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 maybe I would be like, karte hain, because you know what? This is the way I grew up. I think individually, everybody goes through an experience in life and they relate that back into their music. So the people who did kick this off probably have that experience in life, just like in hip hop, and they related it into their music and it became big.
Another shift we have seen, rap music.
Yeah.
It is, conquering the market of Pakistan and India. We have seen lately that people are actually liking those music a lot. So lots of singers are facing trouble, to shifting कि हमने अपना music किस तरह से देना है. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about different cultures merging, different genres of music merging. I'm all about different people making different styles of songs. So hip hop culture merging now into Punjabi culture is amazing. I think it's great. I mean, why was Bali Sagoo remixing songs back in the day with pop songs and Punjabi music and Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan's song vocals with stuff because he wanted to experience. So today, if hip hop is merging with with Punjabi music. It's amazing. It's a great movement, and it's another way of people speaking up. Because in Punjabi music, if you're not singing, nobody's listening to you, right? You're singing. In rap, you are rapping and people are listening to you because you're telling a story. And now Punjabis have so many stories to tell.
Yes.
Now they can speak up.
So it's working.
Yeah,
it's working for them.
100%.
Okay. So lately, we had like 2-3 different seasons where Pakistani music, shifted the gear, especially in the Coke Studios.
Yeah.
Have you gone through some of the songs?
Oh yeah, I love Coke Studios.
What's your take on that?
I love the movement that's happening in Pakistan. Like the movement in Pakistan is so insane that it's creating an earthquake in India also. Because people in India are listening to all songs coming out from Pakistan. And Pakistan has such amazing talent here. And only now it's becoming to come up, and you're hearing all these like Manu and all these new kids coming out with all these songs in their own ways, mixing English and mixing Urdu and mixing Punjabi, everything together. So it's
and
amazing.
Great performers as well.
Great
especially the Tahaji, and they perform so well 100%. On the stage. So you're loving the new music of Pakistan.
Yeah, I think Pakistan is doing a better job in creating folk Punjabi mixed with urban, mixed with pop than India is. India is still in the either Punjabi
or the remixes, the old
or the remixes or Bollywood. But what's coming out of Pakistan is crazy. It's
very refreshing, especially the last season, the season that is.
I mean, Pasuri was something on another level that took off, and even now the latest one. What's the song name? I can't remember. Misha Shafi's brother.
Misha Shafi's, you remember? Blockbuster.
Yes, love
amazing
this song. Love this song. What a song! And I love the culture, the way they shot the video, all in
single
one
shot video, shot
video.
by the DOP is S.N. Raza, a very dear friend of mine.
Amazing.
What a job he has
First
done.
time I've ever seen a single shot music video. Absolutely amazing. In the Desi community, I've never seen a Desi community do a one single shot.
The last time we saw one was Ali Zafar's music video.
Oh, I don't think I've seen
there was one, and then there was one Bollywood Mehuna Shah Rukh Khan's video. Which became very popular.
I don't even watch Bollywood movies.
Okay, so yeah, I remember I heard of those.
I'll never forget this one.
But this Blockbuster is amazing.
Yeah, I'll never forget this one because the culture, how much is he's rapping. Then there's the folk culture in there. Then there's Urdu in there. There's Punjabi in there. It's like such an amazing mix.
Blend.
Yeah.
Don't you think that our singers and the performers should be performing in India now?
Oh,
I mean, it's a huge
course.
Gap, and
by everybody in India, artist-wise. I mean, my Instagram is followed by pretty much everybody in India, and they all connect with me every time I come to Pakistan. Why? I wish we could go to Pakistan and do shows. I wish we wanted to go there, blah blah blah, and vice versa. People from here would love to go to India and perform, and the fans in India would love to hear people from Pakistan, and the fans over here would love to hear people from India. But I think just with political issues and the media more than anything stops people. That's what's stopping everybody. The fans want everything. The fans are ready, but it's just
everyone is ready. I mean, during my stay in UK, I used to share a flat with Delhi guy Sardar Takri, a dear friend. Still we are friends, and lots of Indian from different places. We used to go for the dinners and the lunches in their houses, share everything.
Of course.
I don't know, on the social media it's a different story, but when we are in UK, USA, Canada, it's a very different story.
Dubai dekh lo. I mean, I'm living in Dubai now. During when everyone's celebrating Eid.
Yes.
Everybody from India is
sharing
also
the
celebrating.
Cakes and everything.
When there's Diwali, everybody's celebrating together. Holi, everybody's celebrating together. So there is no separation. Humanity wants to be together, but the separation is only what media wants to make and blow out of proportion.
And for me, you're the only connection that we have at the moment, because we treat you as one of our own. तुसी साडे singer हो.
Thank you so much.
तो बाकी सारा disconnect है. So you have to play some role here.
I'm trying. Like now, we're working on a few different things because now I've opened my label in Dubai, from Dubai.
Congratulations for that. It's a very huge step.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
And this was something I wanted to do because I found Dubai is going to be the hub. That is the connect. Okay, ठीक है, इसी इंडिया के आर्टिस्ट नहीं जाओगे पाकिस्तान, पाकिस्तान के आर्टिस्ट नहीं जाओगे इंडिया. Come to Dubai. We'll get everybody together. We'll shoot everything together. We'll do everything together. Like Honey Singh just recently did something with the who was it? The actress from here. Shit, I can't forget her name now.
हाँ
Oh my god.
यार वो
What
बाद
was
में
it?
कट कर देना वो आसिम अजहर वाली कली नहीं
What was her name? Oh my god.
गर्ल का नाम मैं भूल रहा हूँ ना हानिया
No, that was Bacha.
Bacha did something with the Hania.
Bacha and Hania
हाँ.
did something. Honey just recently did it with the. Oh my god.
Sajjal. Some singer or
I can't
actor?
remember the name. She's an actress.
Myra.
Actress.
Myra Khan.
Myra Khan.
Myra Khan. Okay.
That's right. So you know, people are starting doing this now, and everything happens in Dubai. They're all doing it in Dubai. So I says, Dubai, I make my hub. Dubai, I open the label, and now I'm creating between me and Amps. We are opening an office in Lahore of the same label
Okay.
to now start opening up to artists coming from here who maybe can't come to Dubai. They can work here. मैं थे आके, I can meet them. Say, okay, क्या चलता है? We can do this. We can do this. We can do this, and start merging things.
So with your new label, you are supporting lots of young
artists.
talent,
Yeah,
new artists.
Yeah.
Any name that has done so well in the past 5-6 years? One name I remember. I think Raftar.
Raftar, of course. I think Raftar was something that honestly that he was already a superstar. Like when I first met him, he was a superstar.
Swag hai.
He was a superstar because he had this talent that just came out of him, and he just needed a platform where people could see him. Because at the beginning, he was, Bhaji, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਐਦਾਂ ਡਾਂਸ ਕਰਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ ਰੈਪ ਕਰਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ he was very confused ਕਿ what should I do guide me and I says Raftar you do you I'm telling you I'll put you a platform I'll put you on stage जो तू करना है ना तू कर people will see and they will automatically like what you're doing just don't stop because he was also a good dancer and then he was a good rapper सब कुछ कर I said, okay, ठीक है. So I started taking him on shows, and then we released a couple of songs in Bollywood where he was helping me compose, helping me write, and then Swag Mera Desi came. And when we made Swag Mera Desi, that changed the whole game for him. Total game changer.
So you knew that he'll gonna be a hit one.
When we made Swag Mera Desi, in actual fact, his rap was the pinnacle because the rap was the main part. And I knew at that point that yeah, you're gonna change the whole rap industry with this fast rap and then slow stop start blah blah. It's gonna go crazy. मैं beat बनाता हूँ. Let's make this rap. I made the beat. He started rapping. I was like, yeah, this is crazy. Then I thought I need to stick a Punjabi hook in this. So I put a Punjabi hook in there. Swag mera desi, swag sada desi, sare log ki sanu jaan de. And when we gave it to MTV, who was the people who wanted to release it, India, they turned around and said, can you take the Punjabi part out? Just have only swag mera desi, swag mera desi, and then his rap. I said, yeah, Punjabi will not be taken out. The Punjabi part is gonna stay in.
That's the main
They're
thing.
like, nee, we don't need this part. It's too much. We just need because the public is not gonna understand the Punjabi anyway. I said, I don't care if they're gonna understand. It stays in. Like, okay, theek hai. And people love the Punjabi part.
They always love the Punjabi part.
Yeah,
of course.
the connection is there.
The songs that Punjabi, we the Punjabi people have given to the world, it will
100%.
remain forever.
100%.
Believe it or not.
100%.
The amount of songs and the music that our language has given, it's beyond imagination.
And today you see Punjabi is the #1 like music scene in the world now. At this point.
It is.
From what Diljit is doing on the Jimmy Fallon show to what they're doing on show on stages, how many people, AP Tilno, Bollywood is all Punjabi now.
It's all Punjabi. True that.
Yeah.
The collaborations of the future, anything that you want to mention about that we are looking forward कि ये आने वाली हैं?
I mean, आने वाले तो बहुत है. I've got a few projects I'm working on right now. Obviously, Akshay Paji's got another one with me coming soon. Tiger Shroff also I'm working with closely. Sajid Nariwala Productions, Tarma Productions I'm working with. So those songs are gonna continue happening. That's like my acha, wo to hona hi hona hai. What I'm happy and like excited about is I have one song with Rahatji. That's a very different type of song that Rahat sir has sang in a very different way.
A very first collaboration like this.
First collaboration. And music-wise is very different. It's not a Rahat type music. It's not a RDB style music. It's very different.
ये कब आ रहा है?
This will be coming a video I just finished shooting. So I think within the next month or two, summer.
This will gonna be big because रात भाई हैं.
Yes.
You are there and you are telling कि बहुत कुछ different है.
It's very different.
You're not allowed, of course, to.
No.
कुछ भी नहीं ना. We have to wait.
You
guys, we have to wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna love it. So there's this, and then there's also a couple of Punjabi artists I'm working with, like Parmish Verma's and the usuals. In the Punjabi industry, in the Punjabi film industry, I'm working on a few songs also, and also launching my son, who is going to be releasing his first EP in August or most likely August.
Awesome.
And his is a different vibe. His is he's more mainstream because he was born and bred in Canada, Toronto. So he's a Canadian. He grew up being Canadian. He speaks majority English now. On Holi Punjabi bhi bon lag gaya. So I was like, okay, now start singing Punjabi.
Fourth generation there.
Yeah, fourth, fifth, I think.
Fifth.
So he's now singing in his EP, which is English and Punjabi. But his vibe is totally different. He will not let me produce anything. He will not let me compose anything. He will not let me write anything. He's 18 years old now. And he is doing everything himself. Everything.
Okay.
He will not let me in the studio. He'll tell me, get out. Dad, get out. Out.
Something different we're going to hear.
You will hear something. I mean, I just had this sitting with a label, a big label in LA, mainstream label. And they went crazy over the music.
Wow.
And they said, we've never heard anything like this. So it's going to be really good.
Looking forward to it.
Big mainstream. We did Snoop. He's going to do something else.
Exciting. Very exciting. Okay. Lots of new singers coming up.
Yeah.
I'll use the word, they are being trapped by the labels sometimes, because on the social media, after some time, we see lots of, claims and things like that. Any advice for them? Because these days you don't need anything, because if you have a music and you have YouTube, you have different channels, just upload kar dein, tode time che nahi siga.
Bilkul.
Right? So any advice to them ke
yeah, just keep doing what you're doing right now, because independent music is bigger than label music now, right? Like the labels are contacting independent artists once they get to a certain level. Once they're at this level, then labels will approach you and say, hey, blah, blah, blah. If they find that you have a nice song, they're going to try to capture you and say, okay, aap release kar de. My advice is, everybody has the platforms in front of you. Everything is there for you. You can do DistroKid, you can do TuneCore, you can release your music independently. You have your own YouTube channels and Facebooks and Instagrams. This is the best way. The platforms are made for you now, independently. Yes, what you should do is maybe do a distribution deal with a major label. So you get the major label services as an independent artist. So if you have a good song and a label contacts you and says, yeah, ye gana chahiye, we'll release the song. Sit and discuss, understand the music business. Have to understand the music business. Do not make music if you don't understand the music business. It's very important. It's more important to know the music business than to make music. AI can make music. A 5-year-old child can make music now. But will he know how to sell the music? Will he know how to support his family in the long run? You need to know the business. This is what I'm teaching my son.
So most of the time, artists come to know about all these things
after they've been done.
After the deal is done.
Then they all of a sudden, oh yeah, I wish I knew this. I wish I knew this. Pehla learn kar lo na. Learn this.
These days, how important it is to learn the music. Because in lots of interview, people say that it just came to us, we never learned anything.
Yeah. To learn music is very, very important. What's relevant to be released is questionable. The public doesn't need you to learn music anymore. This is the difference. Before, the public was expecting something from you which they can say, wow, I can't do what he's done, and that must be something he's learned.
Okay.
And that's why it's on this caliber. And today, people's ears are deaf. They just want to hear, oh, it sounds good. Who cares if they learn music? Who cares how talented they are? We don't care. It just sounds good, however they made it. Now, what's actually happening is because the public is okay with this, now the artist is also okay with, I don't need to learn anything. I don't need to learn anything because they don't even know what I need to learn. So who cares? I'll just do this. Release karo, gana chal gaya. theek hai, next karo.
How dangerous the AI will gonna play in music?
AI is a great tool, but also a very dangerous tool. And just recently, I think Spotify just passed the law. The law passed Spotify's claim that they can basically license, like basically, I can license my voice to somebody who can then AI generate songs for me, which will release on Spotify, and the revenue will come to me.
The singer's voice will live forever. In the future, Tom Cruise will live forever. AI movie generate.
I basically don't need to ever make a song ever again. I just need to license my voice. Say this person. Gaane banao. Aap gaane banao. Once the songs are approved by me, they're released and I'll make money.
What's the fun in it?
There's no
as
fun.
a singer,
as an artist, there's no fun, right? As an artist, but if somebody's looking for just revenue, somebody's looking like, oh, I don't care what releases. मैं तो पैसा बनाना हूँ और कुछ नहीं. This is the platform that's happening now. So musically, it's very scary what's going to happen. Like, is music going to become just a tamasha now? Or is music really going to be something where we need this rawness? I mean, when the pandemic happened, everybody was like, oh, live shows are finished. Now everything is on Zoom. Everything will be VR shows. The fact of the matter is,
we have seen some of the biggest concerts after pandemic.
Yeah, and exactly because
the fact that concert हुआ है, what पूरा stadium भरा है.
Why? Because people want a connection. Humans need a connection with another human. So AI hove ya na hove, at the end, full circle आऊगा वापस, that the connection will have to be there, because you're gonna lose the authenticness of what a human can actually do. But it's scary what AI is.
It is. So altogether in the world of music, it used to be for sharing some message, important messages. You have shared some of the very important messages. आजकल के songs में messages नहीं हैं. You're gonna continue sharing those thoughts?
Of course. I mean, messages are always very, very important to 100% of the public that is listening to music. Maybe 15% want to listen to a message, and 75% don't care, and they just want to party and they want to like be gangster or fall in love. The 15% that do want to listen to a message will carry on doing what we have to do, and many artists are also still doing this.
This is why we love your music and the sound of it.
We have to.
We can continue this podcast for another 1 hour, but I know you are a very committed man and you have a flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Great talk. Thank you so much.
No problem.
But in the end, any message for the
I would say just it's been 21 years I've been doing this. Thank you so much to all the fans, because honestly, without the Pakistani community especially, without the Pakistani community, we would not be here. RDB would not be as it is today. Manj Musik would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much for the support. Keep supporting and keep listening to more music.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.